to retire the onion. I don't know where I did with the onion, but you know, like paintings like this, which we painted meticulously for a long period of time. Well, anyway, we're trying these red pears. Uh, I only have 15 minutes and I have to go to work, so let's really make it count. Anyway, usually the faster, you know, process, faster brush strokes is, you know, generally try to mix up uh, some kind of neutral red to get started. Um, the faster brush strokes sometimes come out better than the real meticulous stuff, you know. So, anyway, let's just jump right in. We got these opposite colors for these shadows. I don't know if that's going to work. I just saw that on a video. Let's just see right here. Oh, yeah, looks good. And I'm going to just try to get more paint on there. And let's see. So, here I see the most intense shadows there. That's where I'm starting. The most intense shadows here, and of course this one's kind of intense too, but since these two are kind of in the same position versus the light, I'm gonna do let's just hit this, and let's just go down here, and then here's this sheen, which is a reflection of the table there, and you know, we definitely want to represent that with a different color. And now I'm just going to get a slightly more intense red, and let's see about just go right here. It's already looking nice. I'm using this giant brush too. I don't usually use a brush this big. And so likewise for that pear, why don't we try to represent that, at least this little bit of the area. Let's see down here. I don't know. Here, good. Now we get darker on that side, so I'm going to make the red darker. I don't know if we mix some blue in there. Is that going to be good? Let's try that. Yes, that looks pretty nice. I wanted to use these Primatech colors, but maybe later. Let's see what happens right here. And here, this is the, that doesn't look that good. So I am going to take some of the Primatech color, and let's see, much better. And okay, so let's go here, and it looks pretty dark, right? But that's okay because you know, several reasons. One, watercolor dries super light, and okay, so that's good. That's a nice base. Let's just try to maybe just hit this stem thing. Okay, and now I want to just soften this. So now it's soft. Okay, I think we could kind of soften that, and then this has a nice curve to it. They say that the pear is the feminine fruit, and then we definitely want to like soften this whole area. Good. And now I'm gonna go back to the red mix which we have here, and let's just try to, let me just come right here and go here. So here our negative space is you know, way over here, and here is our, I guess I'm going to go fill the what is, you know, was deemed positive space when I did my negative space. Here I'm just going to go all the way around to create the shape of the pear, and we definitely don't want the same color all the way around, but since it's so early in the painting, then you know, we can cover this up with 6 more layers in different areas. And let's see, so anyway, why don't we lean into the yellow. Is kind of a yellow top right there, right? So let's lean into yellow, and let's just trying to, you know, not really have like hard edges. Let's see. I mean, it's okay to have a hard edge up here by the stem, but you know, in here would be happier if we don't have a bunch of hard edges. I guess we're just going to touch this up here with the yellow. And okay, good. Now I set my timer. Okay, well, let's try to get a more deep lustrous red here. And I guess we're gonna just add some yellow for the heck of it. And let's see about, we'll go right here. Okay, looking good. And take that same one, but go heavier back into red. And now let's just go here. I feel like we're very literal here with the, hey, 18 people here. Well, thanks a lot for stopping by. Real-time watercolor painting, and we are definitely trying to do, fast instead of like that. If you saw the nectarines, we just spent hours on that, painting little teeny specks. What is that? Okay, I don't know, little things like that on there. All right. So anyway, moving right along. What else? We'll try to reinforce this. And I think we're gonna just see about, like, go here. Now I'm going to remove some of that with the, is it removing? It should be good, easy to remove, because this is some arches paper I found. Just it was in close proximity to an arches cover. All right, that looks really dumb, but wait, we got more, got to cover more areas here. I'm just gonna go up here a little bit there, and let's try to get a strong red right there. Looks good. And all right, why don't we just think about the shadow a little bit? So I forgot what color that is, but I think that's like a Primatech color. This one here, I think is, I think that one's called neutral tint. And then this one here, I think is, I don't know what that one is, but this one here is called lunar blue. So I'm going to take the lunar blue. And they say don't use any paint right out of the tube, so we're in good shape here because we got 4 different colors happening. So whatever it is, it sure ain't straight from the tube. All right, I gotta sort of come down this way and to hold the paper. And let's see about this is going to be the I guess the strongest area of the shadow there. And then there's another strong area right here. And then this kind of strong like that. And then there's something like about here. So now I'm going to just sort of diffuse with a damp brush. I don't want these hard edges here. There's a highlight right here. If you can see right there, there's a highlight. Another highlight back there, but this is a more important highlight for what we're doing now. And now let's just see about just taking water, and we just want this whole shadow to, there we go. Maybe I can go, I'm trying to make a wider view, but it's not going wide. Hey, ST4R, I mean Star. Hey, thanks for the hello. Glad you could stop by. We're trying to rock and roll with the real-time watercolor painting, and let's see if we go right here. Okay, really got to. I should put the phone up in the holding thing. All right, well, whatever. Now we're just trying to I gotta put the phone up here just to hold the paper, you know. We're not back, okay. So, anyway, we're doing the shadow. I guess it's not that bad to have it down there. So now I'm just trying to make softer edges here. So it's a little bit soft, and I think we need a little bit more intensity right there, and we for sure need some more intensity like here, I guess, coming down. And now, see if it's not too late to soften these edges. And that worked out okay. Now let's see if we can soften this edge, because really the shadow goes way up here also. So that's pretty good. Then here, and that's like a, I don't know if you can see right there, it's kind of like a faint, find something to point with. You know, in the back here we got shadow, then we have a highlight coming across, which is right here. And then we have another shadow. This is our single light source, which is that thing, but also it is a sunny day and sun's coming through the window. Anyway, all right, I guess that's like almost good enough for the shadow. And I'm just gonna soften this, soften that. And you know, I don't really like this line here, but I think it's okay to leave it. Okay, that looks pretty good. In fact, now the shadow looks like the best part of the painting. If only the painting can catch up to that shadow. Okay, Star, how you doing? Thanks for joining. Uh, I have 2 minutes and 32 seconds left to rock and roll on this painting, and then I have to go to work. So I think what we're going to do now is try to represent that leaning yellow stuff, and I think you know, the stem leans yellow. I'm just gonna do this sort of like it's, call it an underpainting, and then right here we got yellow. Here's some yellow. I think we can just go down there. Since this is underpainting, then you know we're just we can really put it anywhere, and we might even want some like right here. You know, this is like a highlight there, and a strong highlight there. Anyway, looking good. Now we should possibly attempt to cover some areas that have no paint. And so I guess right here is a good place. Go here. And the reason there's all these white areas is these are, you know, the highlights on the pears, and you know, so I'm reluctant to paint, you know, totally fill them in, because as we go, you know, it's you just don't watercolor. You know, you don't really paint light over dark, so that's why. So that looks pretty good right there. Anyway, and then we got this. I'm just trying to smooth off this bottom edge. I'm still keeping this because I don't know what we're going to do with it, but we definitely don't. We want to sort of retain the white that we have there. So now I'm going to see about going more here, and so it looks really dumb right now, but I believe that by saving that those areas, uh, 2 pairs paint from life, and hopefully tonight the sunlight or lack thereof is not going to be messing up our light. But oh, and another thing, I hope the cats don't come in and walk all over here and disrupt my pears. All right, thanks again for stopping by my real-time watercolor painting. Two pears under painting.